Welcome back to the Indian Hollywood Fan YouTube channel, and this is the review and breakdown of the third episode of Hawkeye Echoes. So before getting started, if you are new to the channel, subscribe the channel, like and share the videos, and stay tuned for the review and breakdown of the fourth episode of Hawkeye next week. And this is a spoiler warning, so if you've not seen the third episode of Hawkeye yet, then watch the episode first and then continue watching this video. And we're gonna talk spoilers from this point. So let's get started. So first of all, I think compared to the first two episodes, this episode is the best, of the series so far. So the episode begins with a 2007 flashback, and basically the first few minutes of the episode is all about backstory of the character of Echo. So basically, we see her interacting with her father as well as interacting with a mysterious figure who's known as Uncle in this episode. So it indicates to, if you guys know who Kingpin is from the Daredevil series or even from the Spider Man into the Spider Verse animated movie. So in the comics, Kingpin is the adopted father of Maya Lopez, aka Echo. So it all indicates that we might get to see Kingpin again. We haven't seen him since Daredevil season 3. So in her flashback, we see that Clint Barton, when he was Ronin during that 5-year gap between Infinity War and Endgame, he was the one who killed her biological father. So that's why she has revenge inside of her. That's why she wants to find Ronin and kill him or kill her. In the case of she thinks that Kate Bishop is Ronin at the moment. So we get back to present day, and we see that Echo is interrogating Clint and Kate about Ronin. So basically, Clint tells them that it was Black Widow who killed Ronin. I think he's implying that when Black Widow sacrificed herself on Vormir, that was the point when the Ronin part of Clint died, and then Clint came back as Hawkeye. And then Clint manages to free himself, and he helps Kate to free herself as well, and then they just run away from the tracksuit mafia. And in the process, Echo breaks Clint's hearing aid, and because of it, he's not able to hear during the whole fight sequence. Basically, they are just running away in a car, and then at a point they are surrounded. So they shoot different arrows, and there are many arrows. Like there is a acid arrow, there is a jelly arrow. There's an arrow that explodes, and Clint also uses a Pym arrow, which is basically, I think that's been made by Hank Pym, which in which just increases the size of another arrow which is being shot by Kate. So yeah, I think that was a fantastic action sequence. That was something which I was waiting for in the show. So that we could see both of our main characters to use their main weapon, which is a bow and an arrow. So after this fight sequence, our two main characters go back to their hideout, and then they get Clint's hearing aid fixed, and then they infiltrate into Illinois, Kate's mother's penthouse, and so that they can use the company account to look up for Bishop Securities criminal database, so that they can link about Jock and how he's involved in all of the things which are happening around Kate. And on the other hand, Echo and all the tracksuit mafia, they have to move to another location because their previous location has been compromised. So Kazi, who is one of Maya's accomplices, he advises that not to get into a lot of trouble because Uncle would know. Obviously, that Uncle, I think it's definitely Kingpin. And by the end of the episode, Clint encounters Jack, and Jack threatens him with Ronin's sword, and the episode ends with a cliffhanger. So basically that's the breakdown. Let's talk about the review part of this video. Uh, I just mentioned before that I think this third episode is definitely better than the first two. The reason for that is because the story is already set in the first two episodes, so we just have to follow along with this episode. And I think our two main leads, the two main characters, get some more screen time. They get to strengthen their chemistry together. They share some jokes, they share some dialogues. But the most interesting thing about their conversations is that for the most part, Clint cannot hear what Kate was saying. So there are some funny moments here and there. She also cracks a joke about it's good that his name is Hawkeye and not Hawkeye. But there's also a lovely moment where Clint's son calls him, but then Clint has damaged his hearing aid. He cannot hear what his son is saying. So Kate writes down and she conveys Clint what his son is trying to say. So there are some good moments in this episode as well, and it is very well balanced with the amount of action we had in the first half. And then the second half is mostly just going ahead with the story while developing the characters. So yeah, that's it from my side, and thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel.